Hey everybody, Richter Knives, your favorite knife tuber, episode number 69. And today we're going to have a look at the Ohio Riverjack. And this bad boy is on loan to me from Duty's Daggers. And I watch his channel quite a bit, and I've seen these many times. He has 3 of these. I think he has, all 3 of them are titanium. He has the Warncliffe, the Sheep's Foot, and the spear point. But this is his user in a Northwood slip. And hey, let me tell you something, this slip ain't no slouch. It is a very thin leather. I want to say that might be like a 3 ounce, 2 ounce, something like that. It's very thin, but it fits this bad boy like a glove. I like the stitching too. Nice. The leather looks good. You can see the teeners on it. It's been carried. You can actually see the jigging through the slip. That's nice. Let's take a look at the knife though. This one is all titanium. Ooh, fancy. And the closed length right here is 3.75 inches. The open length, that bad boy is 6.68 inches. So it's a good size. Fills up your hand. It's nice, and it's weird to say this, nice and blocky. It's like a square brick. And before we talk about anything else, let's talk about what makes me like this the most. Now, I like the looks of it. It's put together very well, but the whole reason that I like this knife is because of what you heard right there. If you got your volume up, whew, the walk and the talk, that is arguably the best walk and talk I've ever felt on a knife. And that's saying something, because I've had many a knife run through my hands. I'm serious, fellers. Listen. Okay, one more time. You there in the back, are you paying attention? I know you. Okay. Whew. Almost cut myself right there. Man, I could do that all day. That is so good. That is so good. The pull on it is probably, I want to say, number-wise, I would say about a 7 or 8. 7, nail breaker-wise, 8. But it's so satisfying. This is jigged titanium. It's all one piece, you see right there. They just put a fluting right there and a fluting right there. Kind of gives it like a fake bolster. And the jigging on that titanium, it's like a it's nice. That's what I'm trying to say. It's nice. It looks really good. And when you do it like this in real life, I don't know about on camera, but it gives off like a cool, what do you say, like a, it's visually interesting. I don't know. Don't grill me about it. This is Bowler M390 steel, and it is sharp. I know he's used it. Obviously, I'm not going to sharpen it. It's not my knife. But the blade thickness is 0.118. Ooh. So, you see that satin finish on there? And he asked me to use it. I have used it, and I've cut things with it. It's got a nice satin finish. It's got a few little hairline scratches from just using. Nothing bad. The titanium, it doesn't have very many scratchings, even though I did notice, and Kevin also, who owns this knife, he said this slip allows it to get scratched right up here. I could see that. but it really looks nice. Look at that. What else? Yeah, this is like a double-sided, see, oval thumbnail, I guess you call it. It looks really good. And I don't think you really need to use it. I think it would be weird to stick your thumbnail in there and open it. You might just rip it off. I don't know. But it's got so much blade. This could just act for traction to open it. So that's good. On all my EDC knives, that's what I love to have, is some traction for a pull, right? I want to be able to pinch it. And this is Bowler M390 is stainless steel, so it's not going to get them tainters. And the fit, let's look at the fit. Let's just walk around this for a second. The centering is strike one dead on. It can't get better. Where it terminates right here on the back spring, perfect. There's literally no gaps, no nothing. This thing is put together like a tank, and it feels like a tank. Like, this feels so good in your hand. Feels so good in your hand. And I know what some of y'all are thinking is, Michael Richter likes this? This is not really his thing. And honestly, you're right. It's not. Ain't got the tainters. It, golly, I mean, it ain't got my carders or the bones. None of that stuff. And, golly, something about this thing that I love it. I did find out that it's not made in America, and I'm one of them fellers. Can you tell? I like American made stuff, but I cannot fault this knife. I cannot fault it. There's really nothing about it that I don't like. I can't find anything. You can go over everything here. I cannot find anything to fault this knife on. This is a good looking knife. I like, you know, the fit and finish on it. The steel is a very good steel. Look at the edge bevel on it. Let me see if I can zoom. Look how clean that is on both sides. The finish on the blade is just right. The jigged titanium, that is there's some custom knife makers that can't do jigging like that. Trust me, I've seen it. This looks really good. I like, if my camera adjusts, that would be sweet. I mean, that's about all I can say about this thing. I do really like it. I'm really on the edge of, am I going to buy one? Because I really like this version. And I did see the micarta versions. And like I said, they've got a Warncliffe. They've got a spear point as well. And they're on, golly, what's it called? I want to say traditional pocket knives. Yes, traditional pocket knives. That's where you can find them at. And they run you probably about anywhere about around 120, 125 bucks ish. And to me, that's a deal for this, for what you're getting. You're getting a seriously capable pocket knife, solid as a tank, no blade play either way. There's nothing wrong with it. It's and like I said, that's some of the best walk and talk, some of the best action I've seen on a slip joint. And it is a slip joint, it's not a locket knife. So some of y'all may be having your mouths open saying, Richter likes this. I do. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Only thing is, I don't know if I'm going to buy one because I don't think you can get this version. And if I was going to get one, I looked at them and looked at them and looked at them, and I don't think the micarta would satisfy me. I think this one, this exact one, would be the one that I'd want to pick up. Sheep's foot, because I'm a sheep's foot guy. I like the straight blades. It just appeals to me. It looks better. Now, I'm sure the Wharncliffe probably has a higher flat ground. It's probably a lot more slicey than this. But this particular knife just speaks to me. Really does. Ever since I've seen it on duties, I've pretty much drooled over it. And I'm glad that Kevin let me put this in my hand and carry it. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Kevin. One more look around. And while you're looking, don't be afraid to hit that like button. Subscribe. If you're not, check down there and see if he is. And also tell your friends. Tell your mom and them. Tell your crush. Tell your barber about Richter knives. All right. We'll see you. This is the Ohio River single jack sheep's foot jig titanium. And this is Richter knives. Out.